The tea has gone cold on the nightstand. The sheets feel like mountains of snow. I'm reaching for warmth in the shadows, to a place where I used to go. The clock on the wall is a heartbeat that's rhythmically breaking in two. It's funny how silence gets louder when the room isn't carrying you. And it's mist on the glass of my window. It's the valley that's lost in the gray. I'm a ghost in the house that we built here, watching the light fade away. Oh, the fog is a heavy reminder of the things that I couldn't see. Now there's just a mist over the valley between who you were and me. I trace every line on the ceiling, like a map of the plans that we made. But the ink is beginning to wander, and the colors are starting to fade. I try to remember your laughter, but the wind carries only the chill. The world is asleep in the hollow, but my heart is a house on the hill. They say that the morning will find me, that the clouds always break for the sun. But what do you do with the moonlight when the dreaming is already done? What do you do with the always when you're down to the very last one? It's just mist on the glass of my window. It's the valley that's lost in the gray. I'm a ghost in the house that we built here, watching the light fade away. Oh, oh, the fog is a heavy reminder of the things that I couldn't see. Now there's just a mist over the valley between who you were and me. Close my eyes, let the white noise cover the pain. Just a valley, waiting for the rain. The mist remains. The street lights are blurred in the window, like water hollow bleeding through ink. I'm sitting right here in the corner, with too much time left to think. You left your blue coat in the hallway, a shadow that won't go away. I'm talking to air in the kitchen, with nothing but sorry to say. And it's rain against glass in the darkness. It's the sound of a heart losing hope. I'm tracing your name in the vapor before the room gets too cold. Every drop is a promise we've broken. Every splash is a tear I can't pass. I'm just a ghost watching the storm blow like rain against glass. The TV is humming for no one, just static to fill up the space. I'd give every breath in my body to see just a glimpse of your face. But the sky is a heavy gray curtain, and the driveway is empty and wet. The hardest part isn't the leaving, it's the parts I can't seem to forget. The glass is the only thing standing between the cold world and my skin. But I'm already frozen and hollow from letting the loneliness in. Yeah, I let the loneliness in. And it's rain against glass in the darkness. It's the sound of a heart losing ice on the table is dusty, and the water is cloudy and deep. I'm watching the red turn to charcoal while the rest of the neighborhood sleeps. You brought them to say you were staying, a promise in every bloom. But now there's a scent of the ending lingering here in the room. And I'm holding on to the wilted rose, even though the color is gone. I'm bleeding out in the garden, waiting for some kind of dawn. You left the beauty to wither, but you left the thorn in my side. Now I'm just a ghost in the wreckage, with nowhere for heartache to hide. The petals are brittle like paper, they crumble at even a touch. It's funny how something so fragile could end up costing this much. I try to sweep up the pieces, but they stick to the soles of my feet. A trail of the love that we wasted, scattered all over the sheet. If I throw it away, is it over? If I clear out the glass, are you gone? The stem is a jagged reminder of a life that's been leaning too low. Yeah, it's been leaning too long. And I'm holding on to the wilted rose, even though the color is gone. I'm bleeding out in the garden, waiting for some kind of dawn. You left the beauty to wither, but you left the thorn in my side. Now I'm just a ghost in the wreckage, with nowhere for heartache to hide. One sharp sting, that's all that's left of the spring. Just a thorn in a heart that's been torn. Let it fall. The air is getting thick in the hallway. The pressure is starting to climb. I'm bracing for the sound of the ending, just waiting on the nick of time. We're standing in the middle of a hallway, with a look that says we're already through, but the clouds are just hanging above us, and I'm waiting for a sign from you. And it's thunder without rain in the canyon. It's a roar that doesn't wash anything clean. It's the noise of a heart that is breaking in a storm that can never be seen. I'm waiting for the flood to just take me, to drown out the pain and the doubt. But it's just thunder without rain, and there's no way to let it all out. The trees are all bending and breaking, but the ground is as dry as a bone. It's a hollow kind of vibration to be standing this close yet alone. You say that you're sorry, it's over, like a crack in the sky overhead. But the tears aren't falling for either of us. We're just empty and heavy instead. I need the downpour to find me, to soften the edge of the blow. But this dry heat is killing the garden, and I've nowhere left to go. No, I've got nowhere left to go. No, I've got nowhere left to go. And it's thunder just a rumble in the distance of my mind. The garden is bathed in a shadow. The silver has turned into blue. I'm standing alone on the gravel, looking for pieces of you. You used to be constant and glowing, a light that I follow back home. But now there's a veil on the heavens, and I'm left to wander alone. And you're the moon behind clouds in the midnight. I know you're still there, but I can't see the light. I'm reaching for edges of silver to guide me through one more cold night. The sky is a heavy, dark curtain, hiding the glow that we knew. It's just moon behind clouds, and I'm losing the vision of you. I remember the way that you shimmered when the world was as quiet as this. But the air has grown thick with the secrets of every goodbye and I miss. I'm waiting for one little break now, for the wind to just push them away. But the overcast stays like a burden that's turning my night into gray. Is it cold up there in the quiet? Do you miss how we used to shine? Or are you just waiting for morning to leave all these shadows behind? To leave all this longing behind? And you're the moon behind clouds in the midnight. I know you're still there, but I can't see the light. I'm reaching for edges of silver to guide me through one more cold night. The sky is a heavy, dark curtain, hiding the glow that we knew. It's just moon behind clouds, and I'm losing the vision of you. Still there, but the sky doesn't care, just a glow that I used to know behind the clouds. I'm looking at the dent in the pillow where you used to lay down your head, your head. There's a ghost of a scent on the cotton that's haunting the side of the bed, a fed. For a coffee we drank in the rain, just a scrap of some thermal ink paper that's holding a lifetime of pain. And it's a trace left behind in the hallway. It's a fingerprint on the glass. It's the shadow of who we were yesterday, watching the slow hours pass. I'm trying to scrub out the memory, but the outlines are all I can find in a house that is full of the trace left behind. There's a ring on the wood of the table from a glass that you didn't quite dry, and a book with the corner folded on a page that you didn't finish. And why? The keys are still hanging by the doorway, but the car hasn't moved in a week, and the silence is shouting the secrets that we were too broken to speak. If I move all the furniture over, can I cover the spots where you stood? Or is the heartache just part of the floorboards? Is it soaked in the grain of the wood? Yeah, it's soaked in the grain of the wood. And it's a trace left behind in the hallway. It's a fingerprint on the glass. It's the shadow of who we were yesterday, watching the slow hours pass. I'm trying to scrub out the memory, but the outlines are all I can find in a house that is full of the traces left behind. A thread on the rug, a hollowed out hug, left alone repeat notes that eventually fade to nothing. The trace remains. The colors are quitting the garden. The red from the bricks has all run. I'm watching the edge of the morning undo everything that we've done. Your face is a sketch in the water that the tide is beginning to take. I'm losing the lines of your laughter in every slow breath that I make. And it's all dissolving into gray, like a photograph left in the rain. I'm watching the gold turn to ashes and the joy wash away from the pain. There's no black or white in the ending, just a ghost of a Saturday where the world that we painted together is dissolving into gray. The labels are peeling off boxes, the ink on your letters is light. I can't tell where the ceiling is starting or where I should go for the night. I try to hold on to the always, but the always is losing its shape. I'm looking for one solid shadow in a sky full of silver and slate. If I close my eyes, can I keep you? Or will you just blur in my mind? The more that I reach for the vision, the less of the color I find. Yeah, the less of the color I find. And it's all dissolving into gray, like a photograph left in the rain. I'm watching the gold turn to ashes and the joy wash away from the pain. There's no black or white in the ending, just a ghost of a Saturday where the world that we painted together is dissolving into gray, just gray. The kitchen light is buzzing in the quiet. The receiver's feeling heavy in my hand. I've punched in every number I remember, trying to find a way to make you understand. But the digital wind is blowing through the wires, and the hello that I'm hunting is a ghost. I'm calling out to silence in the hallway from the corner where I miss you the most. And it's a broken dial tone, it's a broken heart. It's the sound of us finally drifting apart. I'm listening to the hum of a line that is dead, to the echo in the signal, a crackle in the air. And I'm talking to a ghost who isn't there on a broken dial tone. I remember when your voice was like a tether, could reach you with a whisper in the night. Now I'm staring at the keypad in the darkness, waiting for the buttons to turn bright. But the connection's been severed at the station, and the operator's gone home for the year. It's funny how a sound can feel so lonely when it's the only thing that I can hear. If I keep the line open, will you find me through the static and the distance and the cold? Or is the copper just a graveyard for the secrets that we were never brave enough to hold? Yeah, we were never brave enough to hold. And it's a broken dial tone, it's a broken heart, it's the sound of us finally drifting apart. I'm listening to the hum of a line that is dead, to the echo in the signal, a crackle in the air. And I'm talking to a ghost who isn't there, on a broken dial tone. Beep, 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 the rhythm of a love that didn't keep, just a hum for the morning that won't come. Line's dead. I'm turning the dial in the kitchen, but the signal is drifting away. I'm hunting for music or voices to drown out the ghost of the day, to drown out the ghost of the day. I remember the song that you hummed here when the kitchen was golden and warm. But now there's a hum in the wires, like the edge of a digital storm. And it's a static heart radio playing between every station I find. I'm listening to echoes of I love you from the love that we're leaving behind. There's a crackle where laughter used to be, and a buzz in the words that we said. I'm stuck on a static heart radio with the frequency lost in my head. The frequency's flickering in and out, like a candle that's fighting the draft. I'm reaching for one clear sentence in the middle of all of this chaff. I can almost hear you calling me. I can almost hear you calling me through the white noise and the grid. But the more that I try to tune you in, the more that I lose every bit. Is it me or the air that is broken? Or is this just the sound of the silence? When a heart starts to handle the pain, yeah, it's handling the pain. And it's a static heart radio playing between every station I find. I'm listening to echoes of I love you from the love that we're leaving behind. There's a crackle where laughter used to be, and a buzz in the words that we said. I'm stuck on a static heart radio with the frequency lost in my head. KK, the signal is gone, just a hum till the break of the dawn.
Piano plays a repetitive rhythm, the sharp note loses a soft tone. Only static now.
The mountains are hiding their faces behind a thick curtain of white. I'm calling your name in the hollow to the ghost of a cold Monday night. To the ghost of a cold Monday night, oh, the sound doesn't trumpet ignite. The sound doesn't travel like it used to. It bounces off nothing at all. just a vibration in the valley, waiting for the sky to fall. And it's just echoes and haze at the window. It's the memory of things that you said. I'm chasing the ghost of a promise when the fire is already dead. The air is a heavy gray blanket, tangled in the words of a face, and I'm lost in the sound of the echoes, lost in the echoes and haze. I remember the sharp, clear morning when your eyes were as bright as the dew, but the edges are starting to soften, and I'm losing the outline of you. It's a muffled and lonely existence to be shouting at clouds in the sky, when the only thing answering back now is the sound of my own goodbye. Is the sound of my own goodbye. The world is a blurred out reflection of a life that I can't quite reclaim. Every breath is a cold silver vapor that is whispering your favorite name. Yeah, it's whispering. Yeah, it's whispering your favorite name. And it's just echoes and haze at the window. It's the memory of things that you said. I'm chasing the ghost of a promise when the fire is already dead. The air is a heavy gray blanket, tangled in the words of a face, and I'm lost in the sound of the echoes, lost in the echoes and haze. Can you hear it? The sound of us fading away, just an echo that didn't want to stay, lost in the haze. I found the letter in the drawer, underneath a stack of old bills. It's a map of a heart that was younger, before the frost and the chills. Your handwriting's looping and steady, but the blue is beginning to pale, like a story that's tired of telling, like a story and worn out telling, a weary and worn out tale. And it's just fading stains on a paper. It's the blur of a forever you swore. I'm watching the always go quiet as I'm closing the heavy oak door. Every letter is losing its edges. Every promise is drifting away. I'm left with just fading ink stains at the end of a long, lonely day. The salt from a tear hit the margin and washed out the date at the top. I'm trying to read through the shadows, but I don't know where the words stop. I remember the day that you wrote this, with the sun on your hair and your hand. Now I'm holding a page full of nothing. Now I'm holding a page full of nothing, a language in a language I don't understand. If the ink disappears, are we over? If the page turns to white, are you gone? I'm tracing the ghost of your signature, yeah, to help me keep holding on. And it's just fading stains on a paper. It's the blur of a forever you swore. I'm watching the always go quiet as I'm closing the heavy oak door. Every letter is losing its edges. Every promise is drifting away. and a heart that won't budge. The page is blank now. The porch light is flickering tired. The coffee is bitter and black. The coffee is bitter and black. I'm watching the lawn disappear now, in a world that isn't coming back. You used to be right in the kitchen, making shadows against the far wall. But the sun is a stranger this morning, and the silence is starting to crawl. And it's a pale morning mist in the valley. It's a white out of everything known. I'm reaching for hands in the vapor, in a house that is suddenly stone. The edges of us are dissolving. It's just breath, pale morning mist on the garden. The slow and the slow steady hum of the rain. I walk to the gate in my slippers, but I can't see the road or the trees. It's like being lost in a cloud bank, with my heart falling down to its knees. I know that you're gonna remember the sound of the tires on the drive, but the fog makes a liar of memory, and it keeps the maybe alive. If the sky never clears, can I stay here in the gray where the truth doesn't show? If the light never breaks through the curtain, then I won't have to watch you go. No, I won't have to let you go. And it's a pale morning mist in the valley. It's a white out of everything known. I'm reaching for hands in the vapor, in a house that is suddenly stone. The edges of us are dissolving. It's just breath, pale morning mist on the garden. The slow and the slow steady hum of the rain. So quiet, the ghost of a riot, the ghost of a riot. Just white where there used to be light. I'm standing on the center line of Highway 10, watching the taillights blink out again. The asphalt is shimmering, a river of heat, while the world stays as still as the dust at my feet. You said that you needed a horizon that's wide, something more than the secrets we're keeping inside. So I'm standing right here where the sky meets the ground, listen for a motor that's lost every sound. And it's a vanishing point, it's a vanishing point, love. I'm watching you shrink under the heaven above. The further you go, the smaller you seem, until you're just a flicker in a feverish dream. The road is a ribbon that's pulling you thin, and I don't know where the us ends and the distance begins. In this vanishing point, love, I remember the maps that we spread on the hood. We thought we were going where the going was good, but a straight line is cruel when it leads to a gone, and the miles are just weight that I'm carrying on. I'm squinting my eyes just to keep you in sight, against the harsh glare of the afternoon light. But the perspective is shifting, the angle is wrong, and you're already a ghost of a favorite song. If I run down the shoulder, can I catch up to the blur? Can I find the we are and the who we once were? But the geometry's fixed and the distance is true. The faster I chase, the looking at the Polaroid on the mantle. The edges are curling and brown, but the center is just a smear of a jacket from the day that we drove out of town. I try to focus on the shape of your shoulder, or the way that you tilted your chin. But the harder I look, the more it gets colder, and the light starts to let itself in. And it's blurred vision memories in the hall, like looking at ghosts through a waterfall. I can't see the why or the when anymore, just the shadow of you by the heavy front door. The details are drifting, the colors are light. I'm losing the features of our last night in a blurred vision memory that I can't get right. I think there was laughter, maybe a crying. The sound is all muffled and deep, like a radio playing at the bottom of the ocean while the rest of the world is asleep. I remember the kitchen, the steam from the kettle, the way that the steam used to rise. But now it's a cloud that just won't ever settle, and it's stinging the back of my eyes. If I squint at the sun, can I see you again in the sharp stinging lines of the back then? But the lens is all dirty, the glass is all cracked, and there's no clear way for me to get back. No, there's no clear way back. And it's blurred vision memories in the hall, like looking at ghosts through a waterfall. I can't see the why or the when from more. The details are drifting, the colors are light. I'm losing the features of memory that I can't get right. Out of focus,
And I didn't even notice. I can't see you now.
the air is thick with the scent of the ozone, and the curtains are drawn against the day. I'm sitting here in the middle of a shadow, watching the colors bleed away. You walked out with the keys in your pocket, and a silence that was louder than a shout. Now there's a pressure building in the hallway that I can't seem to let back out. And it's a thunder heartbeat in my chest. It's a storm that won't let me rest. I'm a mountain of stone and of sorrow, waiting for a sun that won't rise tomorrow. Every pulse is a crack in the sky. Every breath is a heavy dark why. I'm lost in the roar of the thunder heartbeat. I remember the rain on the window, how it used to be a lullaby we knew. But now the clouds are trapped inside the bedroom, hiding every memory of you. The electricity is snapping in the carpet, and the mirrors are starting to shake. It's a violent kind of a lonely, for every promise that we didn't quite make. If the clouds finally break, will I shatter? Will the flood wash away what didn't matter? Or am I just a vessel for the lightning and the black, with no way to ever bring the quiet back? No, I can't bring the quiet back. And it's a thunder heartbeat in my chest. It's a storm that won't let me rest. I'm a mountain of stone and of sorrow, waiting for a sun that won't rise tomorrow. Every boom, the sound of a soul in a hollowed out room. Just a rumble before the walls begin to crumble. The storm is in me. The shadows are stretching across the floorboards, like fingers reaching for the door. The gold on the carpet is turning to copper, and I'm not sure what I'm waiting for. The kettle is whistling a lonely soprano, but the kitchen is quiet and still. I'm watching the light retreat from the valley and settle behind the far hill. And it's the sound of the sinking sun sighs. It's the orange that bleeds into blue. It's the heavy goodnight of a love that is dying in a room that is haunted by you. The day is exhaling its very last promise. As the fire, I'm just a witness to the sinking sun sighs. I'm just a witness to the sinking sun sighs. I remember when sunset was just a beginning, when the porch was our favorite place. But now it's a countdown to darkness and silence, and the loss of the lines of your face. The birds have stopped singing, the crickets are waking to a world that is colder than before. It's funny how much a horizon can carry when you don't live here anymore. If I could just hold the clock by its hands and keep the red glow on the wall, but the gravity's stronger than all of my plans, and I'm just watching it fall. Yeah, I'm just watching it all fall. And it's the sound of the sinking sun sighs. It's the orange that bleeds into blue. It's the heavy goodnight of a love that is dying in a room that is haunted by you. The day is exhaling its very last promise. As the fire, I'm just a witness to the sinking sun sighs. Going down without making a sound, just a breath of a love worked to death. The light is gone. The window is frosted in patterns, like lace made of silver and bone. I'm sitting here counting the minutes in a house that is turned into stone. You reach for my hand in the doorway, a gesture I used to know well. But the skin of your palm was a winter that froze every word before it fell. It's a glacial burn. It's the lesson I didn't want to learn. I thought that the fire would keep us from freezing, but the ice is the only thing left that is pleasing. It's a numbness that stings like a fever. It's the cold of a soul-crushing turn. I'm branded forever by your glacial touch burn. I remember the heat of the summer, when the asphalt was melting our shoes. Now I'm walking on rivers of crystal, with nothing but yesterday to lose. You look at me now like a stranger, through a wall that is 10 inches thick, and the silence is sharp as a needle, and the air is becoming too thick. They say that the ice is a preserver, that it keeps things exactly the same. But I'm watching our love turn to powder while I'm whispering your frozen name. Yeah, I'm whispering your frozen name. And it's a glacial touch, it's a glacial burn. It's the lesson I didn't want to learn. I thought that the fire would keep us from freezing, but the ice is the only thing left that is pleasing. It's a numbness that stings like a fever. It's the cold of a soul-crushing turn. I'm branded forever by your glacial touch burn. Crack, snap, the heart is a trap, just a frost for the love that we lost. It's cold. The garden is buried in silver, and the air is a sharp, jagged blade. I'm walking the path to the gazebo, to the spot where our promises were made. The wood is all gray and it's splintered, like the words that you spoke in July. But the heat has been gone since November, and I'm tired of asking you why. And they're just brittle winter vows now, snapping like twigs in the frost. I'm trying to gather the pieces of everything beautiful we lost. You said forever in the sunshine, but the ice has a different plan. Now I'm holding on to bitter vows with the shaking and frozen hand. The ring on my finger is heavy, like a stone at the bottom of a lake. I wonder if things would be different if there wasn't so much left to break. I breathe out a cloud in the silence and watch as it vanishes fast. It's funny how something so solid could turn into nothing at last. The snow is a shroud on the memory of the girl and the boy in the spring, but the winter is honest and hollow, and it doesn't owe us a thing. No, it doesn't owe us a thing. And they're just brittle winter vows now, snapping like twigs in the frost. I'm trying to gather the pieces of everything beautiful we lost. You said forever in the sunshine, but the ice has a different plan. Now I'm holding on to bitter vows with the shaking and frozen hand. Crack, crunch. The heater is humming a fever, but the air in the hallway is blue. I'm pulling the wool to my shoulders, trying to shake off the ghost of you. It's not just the draft from the window or the way that the floorboards are thin. It's the hollow you left in the doorway that's letting the winter crawl in. And it's a shiver on your skin tonight. It's the cold that the fire can't reach. It's touch of your jacket. When the world was a golden hour blur, now I'm tracing the lines of a shadow of the person I thought that we were. It's a deep-seated kind of a tremble that starts at the base of the soul. It's the sound of a porcelain promise losing its grip on the whole. They say that the shaking will settle, that the ice will eventually melt. But how do you thaw out a feeling that's the sharpest I've ever felt? Yeah, the sharpest I've ever felt. And it's a shiver under skin tonight. It's the cold that the fire can't reach. It's the silence of every I love you that we were too broken to teach. The marrow is heavy with maybe, and the blood is a river of tin. I'm just a house for a heartbeat and a shiver under skin, trembling like a leaf on a frozen over lake, just a chill ring. I'm walking the rows of the garden where the June light used to be gold, but the air is a sharp-toothed stranger and the garden is suddenly old. You promised me petals in winter, you said that our summer would stay, but I'm looking at skeletons of velvet, of the love that is heavy and gray, under a sky that is heavy and gray. And it's just frost on roses tonight, a beautiful way to go blind. It's the crystal that's killing me. I'm behind the red is a ghost and the soft is a jagged-edged thorn. I'm watching the frost on the roses and the heart that is already torn. If I touch them, I know they will shatter, like the always you whispered so low. It's funny how something so fragile could be the first thing to go. I remember the scent of the morning when your hand was a fire in mine. Now the hound is a graveyard of crystal, now the ground is a graveyard of crystal. And I'm standing at the end of the line, and I'm standing at the end of the line. And it's just frost on roses tonight, a beautiful way to go blind. It's the crystal that's killing me. I'm behind the red is a ghost and the soft is a jagged-edged thorn. I'm watching the frost on the rose and the heart that is already torn. Is there a life underneath it? Is there a root that's still warm? Or did we just plant something pretty that couldn't survive the first storm? That couldn't survive the first storm? No, it couldn't survive the storm. And it's just frost on roses tonight, a beautiful way to go blind. It's the crystal that's killing me. I'm behind the red is a ghost and the soft is a jagged-edged thorn. I'm watching the frost on the rose and the heart that is already torn. Don't breathe or the petals will fall. Just white covering it all. It's just the frost. The porch light is flickering tired, casting long skeletal shapes on the floor. I'm standing here holding the handle to a life that isn't mine anymore. Your breath is a ghost in the hallway. I'm reaching for one final always. The space where you stood is just bare. And it's a bitter cold goodbye tonight. It's the snap of the ice in the bone. It's the sound of a heart that is freezing to a weight that is heavier than stone. The stars are all jagged and distant, like the promises we couldn't keep in a bitter cold goodbye, while the rest of the neighborhood sleeps. The driveway is a mirror of crystal, reflecting the taillights of blue. I'm watching the smoke from the engine. I thought that our fire was enough here to keep out the draft and the gloom. But the winter is a hungry companion, and it's claimed every inch of the room. If I run to the edge of the garden, can I pull back the sun with my hands? Or is the frost just a final curtain on the love that we carefully planned? Yeah, it's the end of our carefully planned. And it's a bitter cold goodbye tonight. It's the snap of the ice in the bone. It's the sound of a heart that is freezing to a weight that is heavier than stone. The stars are all jagged and distant, like the promises we couldn't keep in a bitter cold. Don't look back. The tracks are already gone, just a chill, waiting for a lonely cold. The eaves are starting to whisper, a steady rhythmic beat on the stone. The white is retreating in patches, leaving the garden alone. I'm sitting here by the window, watching the gray turn to brown. It's a heavy, wet kind of a quiet in this tired, winter-worn town. I found your glove in the flowered, under a layer of slush and of grit. I thought the cold would preserve us, but the edges are starting to split. The sun is a pale, sickly yellow, trying to remember its name. But the world is just mud and just shadows, and nothing is feeling the same. And it's a thawing, slow grief in the morning. It's the water that's heavy with salt. I'm watching the us finally soften, and I don't know whose name is at fault. The ice was a shield for the heartache, but the cracks are all starting to show in this thawing, slow grief, where I finally have to let go. The flooding is filling the basement of the house that we built on the hill. I thought I was safe in the frozen, where everything's empty and still. But the warmth is a cruel reminder of a fire that didn't stay lit. And I'm drowning in all of the maybe and the absolute, this is it. And it's a thawing, slow grief in the morning. It's the water that's heavy with salt. I'm watching the ice finally soften, and I don't know whose name is at fault. The ice was a shield for the heartache, but the cracks are all starting to show in this thawing, slow breeze. I finally have to let go. Drip, drip, drip. The sound of a memory's end, just a melt of a love that I couldn't defend. It's finally breaking.